Hi, today we'll be taking a look at the new Go Paladin deck featuring Gurguit. Alright, let's start with the main Vanguard. So continuous as a Vanguard during your turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 and above, for each of your extra rearguard circle during this turn, the unit that gets caught during this turn and this unit get power plus 5000. Right, so if you have 2 extra Marco, this unit and any unit that gets caught this turn get power plus 10,000. Right, so you have 3, 15, 4 with 20, so on. And once per turn, when this unit attacks or gets attacked, you can counter plus 1. Look at top 5, call up to 2 onto the rearguard circle. If this is your opponent's turn, you call it onto the guardian circle instead. So it's a attacking and defensive mechanic, right, which is pretty unique. Next, we have another grade 3 Passival from the Blue Flame Liberator. Right, so continuous as a Vanguard. All your unit on the extra rearguard circle get power plus 5000. And as a Vanguard rearguard, when it enters the field, if your Vanguard is grade 3 and above, counter plus 1, discard 1 card from your hand. You get another imaginary gift Excel, and from your deck or drop, search for Agroval, the grade 2. Right, call it onto the rearguard circle. If you search your deck, shuffle the deck, and ability of the cards with the same name as this can only activate once per turn. So you can actually have 2 Excel circle in 1 turn thanks to this. So it's a good alternate right, so definitely 4 copies. Next we have Sakura Mall. Right, these are our backup. So as you notice, most of the effect activates only when they are called by card effect. So we have this. When it enters the field from hand, so plus 1, draw 1 and call 1 from hand. Right, this is to go against deck that have that goes with strategy of damage denial. Like example, if you are against Gauntlet Buster, right, you will not be taking any damage since you'll be instant kill. So we need units like this to have a backup. So that's for the grade 3. So let's go for grade 2. Start off with Agroval. When it enters the Vanguard circle, counter plus 1, look at top 3, call up to 1 onto the rearguard circle and put the rest back to bottom deck. As a rearguard, when attacking, put one of your other rearguard into soul. During this battle, this unit get power plus 10,000. At the end of the battle, return this back to your hand. So by doing that, you can actually have additional call during the next turn. So since it can be searched out for by Passival, currently I'm playing around 2 copies. You can actually increase it to 3 if needed. Next we have Wonder Ezel, our another backup. So mainly we are playing for the second effect. Enters the rearguard circle, call 1 from hand to fulfill the on-call effects. So 3 copy. Right, if you are comfortable, you can actually put a Howell in the deck to search for 1 single copy of Wonder Ezel in the deck if you are comfortable with that playstyle. Next we have another double R, Barrymore. Activate once per turn, counter plus 1, call a grade 2 and below onto the rearguard circle to draw 1. So this is another unit with the on-call, but because of the counter plus, we are playing 3 copies. And when it enters with a card effect, during this turn, this unit get power plus 5000, guard plus 5000. So even if it's called by Gurguit during your opponent's turn, it's a 10k shield. Next, we have another rare. So when it enters by card effect, you may either counter plus 1 to soul charge 1 or soul plus 1 to counter charge 1. Right, good unit to replenish your resources. You can actually go for 4 copies if you want. As for grade 1, we have Dedrain for the counter charging. We have another new unit, Jeffrey. So enters the Vanguard circle, look at top 7, search for up to one Gurguit or Barrymore, add to your hand, shuffle the deck. And just like Barrymore, when it enters the Rearguard or Guardian circle by card effect, you get power plus 5000, guard plus 5000. Alright, so it's a 15k shield if needed. And our grade 3 searcher that gets power plus 5000 if you have caught 2 or more Rearguard during this turn. Alright, so trigger a blink crit since we have enough power for the front row, so we're not playing front this time round. So when building the deck, we have actually 2 other units that's in consideration. First one was Ariano. So it gets the following effect according to how many units you caught during this turn. 2 or more, this battle you get power plus 5000. 4 or more, you can give it 10,000 instead, and in the battle put this unit into soul. So you replenish your soul and it's a good attacker. Right, the other one is another grade 3 from this set. When it enters the Guardian circle, if your Vanguard is grade 3 and above, during this turn, this unit get guard plus 10k. So it's a 10k shield. As a rearguard when attacking, you can put one other rearguard into soul. During this battle, this unit get power plus 10,000, and the battle return this back to your hand. Alright, so this is another good alternative in the deck. Alright, so for the usual gameplay, most of the time we will write Gurguit, and this will most probably be an XL2 deck. So XL2, draw 1. Next we will have Percival. Right, pay the cost. So we get a second XL marker, draw 1, search for 1 Agroville. Alright, so we'll just fill out the field accordingly. So example, let's say we have let's say a Sagramo. So pay the cost, draw 1, call 1. With this, counter charge 1 again. So we have an additional cost. So we can just, let's say we have it something like this. Alright, so the usual attacking pattern will be to have one of your rearguard to attack first. Most probably the one on your second XL circle. So this will attack. Plus 10,000. Send this into soul. So after this battle, this one go back to your hand. This is empty. Next, Gurguit attack. Counter blast 1. Since we already free up the counter blast just now. Look at top 5. Call up to 2. So if we have, let's say we manage to call these 2 of them, and these 2, with this effect, you can actually call another unit from your hand onto the rearguard circle. Right. So example, if this already attacked, you can actually replace this. So with another attack. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So there's another multi-attack playstyle. And even during opponent turn, when you get attacked, before you call any to your rearguard circle, Guardian circle, you can pay the cost. Look at top 5. See, you can actually look at top 5. Call up to 2 onto your Guardian circle before you guard from your hand. Right, so it's a very versatile deck. The main issue will be with the cost. So when playing this deck, do take note of your cost. And the main problem with this deck will be going against decks such as Gauntlet Buster, where they will bind all your front row, or Kagero, where they will burn your field, especially Blade Master. So that's your 2 main problem in the current meta.